You're listening to Westchester Talk Radio, produced by Shark Creative and made possible by ENT and Allergy Associates, Robeson, and Hightower Westchester. Well, it's our What's Happening in the Lower Hudson Valley series, and today we're preparing for the holiday season, and how appropriate to bring in Stephen Luscardi, the Director of Retail from Christmas in America. Stephen, welcome. It's great to have you. Our audience should know, by the way, that in 2021, American Christmas, who's been decorating some of the most iconic locations in New York City and around the world for that matter for over 50 years, has opened its first retail location with the idea to offer all of Westchester an opportunity to buy commercial and residential holiday decorations. And then the company decided to open up their showroom to guests. And they have what's called the Winter Wonderland walkthrough. And we're going to get into that a little bit with Stephen. Stephen, great to see you. Thanks for joining the show. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much, Andrew. We are so happy to have the chance to be on Westchester Talk Radio.
Yeah, great. And we're lucky to have you. So let's just get right into it. I mean, I've been down to the facility. It's an amazing, I think, 50,000 square feet facility where you host everything. Talk to us a little bit about the inspiration behind what Christmas in America is all about.
Yeah, so like you said, we have this amazing 50,000 square foot space. And with the pandemic, I think that everybody was affected, no matter what stream of business you were in. So the idea was, how do we pivot after the pandemic? And the idea of retail had kind of been in the back of everybody's mind for a few years. And the pandemic just provided us with the perfect opportunity to launch that initiative. And the great thing is we are a hidden gem in Westchester and Mount Vernon. And like you said, we decorate some of the most iconic, Christmas places in New York City and across the world. And it's all right here in Westchester. So it seemed like the perfect next step to open our doors to the public and kind of lift the curtain on the big secret. And we want people to know about the magic that we create here. And we want them to have fun and experience it all and get a sneak peek behind the scenes of everything that makes New York City so magical during the holiday season.
No doubt. It's funny, people, you think of decorating, you decorate your home, right? You might walk into a restaurant and see some decorations, but if you wouldn't mind, let our audience know a little bit about some of those iconic places that you were referring to that are in New York City. I mean, you go into Manhattan, I'll let you spill the beans here, but tell us, when it comes to American Christmas, what are some of the iconic places that you've helped make the magic or turn the magic into?
Yeah, I would say our three most iconic, and pretty much everybody who works here, our three favorites are the Saks Fifth Avenue storefront on Fifth Avenue. That is our largest project, most involved. Takes about 6 to 8 weeks just to install the decor on the outside of the building. And then it is another massive amount of work to get all of the over 500,000 LED lights to synchronize with whatever music is being played.
500,000.
500,000. And the crazy thing is that, everybody thinks Christmas just pops up in New York City. And that's because we are only allowed to install overnight. So when New York City goes to sleep, we wake up and our guys are out there. I'm out there. Our CEO is out there at 3 a.m. orchestrating projects. I think after Saks, it would be the marquee Christmas tree at Radio City Music Hall. So iconic. I want to say it's the number 2 most photographed Christmas icon in the world. Everybody gets excited when that gets installed. And then third, possibly my favorite, is the Cartier Mansion on Fifth Avenue. The big red bow that wraps around the building is, 1 floor down from me right now, being touched up. And the famous Cartier Panthers who scale the side of the Cartier Mansion on Fifth Avenue are, looking up from Fifth Avenue, they don't seem that big, but when you're standing in front of them, these are just massive, massive light installations.
How how awesome that must feel to know that you guys are responsible for people truly coming from around the world to see some of these iconic places. And that's been happening year in and year out. You truly are creating magic for people. I know an awful lot about the business. I've been close to it, connected to some folks there, and I'm proud to say that I know you guys the way I do. But I was so amazed from so many years ago that, oh my God, you are responsible for doing that, and it's a huge undertaking. The other thing is, you mentioned that you think it just happens overnight. Yes, it does. It's off one day on the next. However, I know that the elves are working, in January, February to get everything, set up for the upcoming holiday season. Is that right?
That's correct. So Saks alone, we put it up, stays up for the holiday season. When we take it down in the middle of January, it probably gets about 2 weeks of rest before we start preparing for the following season. And like you said, we are all super proud and excited of the work that we do here, but we're also humbled and we feel so lucky because we know that millions of people, it's not the holiday season until they see the decorations at Saks, until they see the angels at Rockefeller Center, or, the decorations go up at Macy's and Radio City. So we know that we usher in the holiday season for most people. And the biggest reward we get is seeing the millions of photos on Instagram of the Radio City tree or of Saks Fifth Avenue, and the look on people's faces when we've always said Christmas is an emotion. So seeing the look on someone's face when they see some of this iconic decor, it's not the Cartier Panther that is making them get emotional. It's that feeling of the Cartier decorations are up. It's Christmas.
Connection.
Yeah, exactly.
Connection to what Christmas means to everybody. And but you're sort of a conduit to making that emotion come out. Hey, look, let's get right into Christmas in America. So people can certainly go into New York City. They can see, what American Christmas is all about. But now you've sort of taken a little piece and planted it into your retail location. Give us the specifics. How can people experience what Christmas in America is all about? What do they have to do? Where can they go? What are they going to see? Give us a little run of show, so to speak, so they can get the details they need as they see this. And our audience, I welcome you to listen up, because Stephen's going to share exactly how you might be able to partake this season a little early, for that matter.
Yeah, absolutely. So the retail store is located same building as our warehouse is, on the first floor. It is about a 2,000 square foot retail store, and 30 Warren Place, Mount Vernon, New York. We're on a pretty quiet industrial street, so we're hard to miss because we are the building with all of the bright lights and all of the REITs out front. And in the retail store, so I like to think that we have something for everybody. No matter what your theme is, no matter what Christmas means to you, we can help you decorate your home as simple as you want, or as, elaborate as you want. And everything from ornaments to figurines, outdoor decor, home decor, gifts, collectible items. We have it all. We like to think that we are the holiday headquarters, especially now, since this is the second year we will be doing our Winter Wonderland walkthrough. This year, we're calling it Santa's Village at American Christmas. That's where I'm sitting right now. You can see a bit of it right behind me. This is a 10,000 square foot space that we have converted into the North Pole and Santa's Village, complete with Santa's bedroom and the elves' personal bar where they go to relax after a hard day at the North Pole. And we are selling tickets to the public. And all of the proceeds are going to go to local Westchester charities, including the Boys and Girls Club of Mount Vernon and the Ronald McDonald Foundation, which very, very noble causes. And our CEO, Daniel Castorella, is very big on giving back to the community. So we are super excited to be partnering with them and all of our amazing charities that we're working with. Tickets are $10 for weekdays, $15 on the weekends. And everyone can go to universe.com and just search in Santa's Village. And if you're in the tri-state area, we are the only option that will pop up. And it's going to run from November 4th right up until December 23rd. 15-minute time slots, but we are not strict. We want families to, bring their kids, bring the camera. Our home is your home. So if we can make your Christmas magical, we're more than happy to do that.
Well, sounds very exciting, and it's right around the corner, and literally around the corner as well. A lot of folks who live in Westchester, so you get a chance in the upcoming months to check out Santa's Village down in Mount Vernon, where American Christmas makes all the magic happen. And Christmas in America, the retail location, opens up to the public, and you get a chance to really, not for anything else, make more memories with your family in another iconic space, for that matter, a 10,000 square foot space, part of a huge space within. So we welcome you to come check it out. Before we part, Stephen,
Yes.
You also mentioned something to me about what's it called? Lumagica?
Lumagica, yes. So Lumagica is a wonderful interactive holiday walkthrough experience that we are partnering with two amazing orchards here in Westchester. The first one being Harvest Moon in North Salem, and the second one is the Stone Ridge Orchard located in Stone Ridge, New York. And the great thing is, these apple orchards, which are acres and acres of land, after the fall, they were basically not doing anything with the space. So we reached out to these orchards and were able to come up with this incredible way to utilize the space during the winter season. It is an incredible walkthrough with everything from 50-foot LED lit up unicorns to over 500 trees that are covered in LED lights. These projects take a year just in planning of where we're going to put all of our fixtures. And these tickets you can find on each of the orchards websites. So harvestmoonorchard.com and stoneridgeorchard.com. You could also go to Instagram and search for American Christmas or Christmas in America, and we have information for tickets there. It is truly a magical experience. I believe that we were ranked in the top 5 holiday family experiences by Westchester Magazine. So we're very humbled, and this year is our second year doing it, and it is going to be bigger, better, and brighter than ever before.
Well, I have no doubt everything that American Christmas has stood for so many years with helping out the community. I know that's been in the bloodline for quite some time, and you guys continue that tradition with everything that you're doing. It sounds really amazing, and I personally can't wait to check it out myself with my family as we're starting to get into the spirit already for the holiday. So once again, Stephen Luscardi, I want to thank you for joining us here on Westchester Talk Radio, what's happening in the Lower Hudson Valley. Folks, you're out there listening, check it out. You got a lot of exciting things coming up, whether it's the Magic up at Harvest Moon or checking out Christmas in America, their retail location, and Santa's Village is about to open November 4th. So we'll see you then. We'll be back with more opportunities, more local spotlights, and what's happening in the Lower Hudson Valley.